There, and welcome back to the testing of Le Chateau's system. So now we're going to be going through the iPad side of the system. So the first thing we're going to be testing is the main view controller and main form, which is booted. So the test number. So the test we're going to be doing first is test number 24, which correlates to whether all the images are loaded correctly from the database. So as you can see under the iPad screen, that all images seem to be appearing and there doesn't seem to be any blank spaces. So just one last check we can do for this form is if we go into the database, we can see that the images are there and they're loading to the right pictures. So say we just select the image for the goat's cheese mousse. Let's just create a new tab and boot the images in. And this is the image that's meant to be shown. So this shows that it pulls through for the right images as well as the right tabs. So that's test number 24 successful. Test number 25 is that the category bar moves and displays item in that category. So the category bar is integrated up here by the larger segment. So we can test this by, so say we go to a different tab, we can see that the bar moves up with a nice animation and it brings through the images. So this proves test number 25 is successful because the bar moves with the categories and the images are pulled through also successfully. But if a product is out of stock, then a message will appear warning the user. So we can show you this by, let's go pick an item on here. So we'll go for the fillet sea bream. You can see that currently it's in stock as it shows that it can be selected and added to a new order, like so. So if we go back into the database now, we can remove the quantity of it, set it to 0. So where is that? Under the fillet sea bream. So let's just set it to 1 actually, because we've already got one in the basket. Get the quantity to 1. So now when we go back onto the main tab, menus tab, it says product is temporarily unavailable and it shows an image with a cross through it. So this shows that the item is out of stock and it warns the user that they cannot have this item. So this is test number 26, proved successful. Test number 27 is that product needs to be confirmed before adding it to cart. So you may have already saw previously when I added an item to cart, but we'll show again. So when you click on an item, it asks click to confirm and that you would like to add it to order. So once you click that, the item then goes up into your cart and it can be displayed from here. So you have the breast of chicken that we just added. So that's test number 27 complete. Following on from that, if you added an item to your cart that you no longer would like, this is proved in test number 28, that you can delete the item. So this is shown in the cart. You just swipe the item off of the thing and you click delete. It takes a bit of time, so it's still got to update in the database. And there we go, the item has been removed from your order. So that's test number 28, also complete. 29 is that the place order action sends the data into the database. So we can view this by, if we just put a drink through, as we currently have the drinks display shown up in the bottom corner. So if I remove the breast of chicken as well, then we'll just put through some drinks. So we'll just go into the drinks tab and we will add 2 Bud Light, a house red wine and a Sprite. So that's the 3 drinks there. If we place order, you can see that in the view that the new items come through on the bottom of that order because I've already been playing around with it, and you might have been able to hear that a ticket is printed out. So that shows that the system is working, but we can also check in the database. So if we go under the food order line tab, and we can see here at the bottom that order number 30, which correlates to a house red wine glass of. We can also, if we go back into that, so we had the house red wine, we had the lemonade, and the and the beer. So that's the 3 things which we just ordered earlier on, and they are pulled through to the database correctly. So that's test number 29 successful. And test number 30 is that once an item has been sent out the kitchen, the user is able to pay for it. So if we go under here and on the Chateau tab, the machine running, if we click send all items, all the items that are currently running that are drinks wise, because this is the drinks portal currently that will be out in the main bar, are sent. We still have the ham hock terrines and the main courses on here, so I'm just going to do them through the database manually because I haven't got the our kitchen machine up and running at the moment. So we can see here that 156, this is all of them. So if we just check all, and then what we can do is if we just edit this, so they've all got to have sent put on them, because that is the measure that we use to check that the items have left the kitchen. So that is what's automatically done once the system, when a mains away item has been done. So we're nearly there now. So if we go back under the iPad and we go back onto orders, we able to see that the Pay Now button appears. So you can select that, and it says Pay at Bar. Please go to the bar to pay. Table number 8. So you click OK. Email, would you like your receipt emailed to yourself? So this is a feature which we have. So if we click Yes, it pops up with a user form asking you to enter an email address in. So I'll just put in my email address at the moment. Just to prevent any data being accessed, and then you click Done, and because that is an invalid email address, it warns the user. When you input a correct one, it will take you back through to the main page. Please look at the other videos to see the testing for the other forms and the other windows.